from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will take the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Quick strike complete. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one.
Well, and a nice job working in the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if it was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though.
She's trying to call you back.
On the ground.
They booted away. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Red Raiders offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
Bring the tablet here.
Last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint. Whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO, these two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple.
Are you calling me?
I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but
no, I hate when you don't answer.
Got to take his main threat away. Obviously, a super.
Bring it here. Here.
Wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat.
Put the light on so you can see it.
Great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get
light on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Yeah.
Looking for space. It's Joyner. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference is so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is
pretty good, and you
starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that
I'll be drinking
so
water.
Many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Russell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got his man to the left. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're going into. Because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds a little space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, it's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions,
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Third down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Gets the back moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Get the snap off quickly enough. And the Red Raiders need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line.
Gotta go in the bed soon, okay?
Comes from the 38. Looking for
Gotta go in the
man.
bed
It's
soon.
Marshall. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking for space. It's Green. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. This drive will open from the 15. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's caught. It's Russell. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create.
Intercepted deep in his own end. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. That was not a great throw. I'd even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football race. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Right on target this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Russell. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Get it out on the screen. That's a live ball. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Let's go. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback will keep it. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. It's a seam wide open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Joyner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in the first down and more. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now. And like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 24 to Ole Miss. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air, it's Marshall. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Red Raider. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. You got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
He'll start to return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, and create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And some room to work. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Trying to barge in. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And it's right down the boulevard. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
This is what an elite team does.